little music this morning. I'll put a little reggae. Just until we get started. So far, a good day. What's up, Pietro? Good morning. A couple of trades we have open for signal service. Home Depot, AMD, Tesla, QQQ, and Micron. And Micron was, what do you call this? A freebie on Instagram. So if you got that, congrats. Because you're going to be pretty nicely happy. Nice gap up here this morning. Rock and roll. I'm too experienced. Alright, a couple more minutes here until we get started, I guess. We can get started whenever you guys want. Let me turn this off. Alright, so right now, looking at futures, Dow's up 70 points, NASDAQ up 57, and the S&P up 12. Looking good across the board. Let's go and take a look at some pre-market movers. Too experienced to be taken for a ride. Market watch, pre-market screener. All right, let's take a look here. I was answering some questions on the chat. So, pre-market movers, Tesla, man. Can't fight Tesla. Can't fight him. Can't do it. That's why it's one of our top 10 stocks of 2020. We have the 600 calls, actually. It's up about 4.62%. We also have QQQ running. We also have Micron, which is up about 1% right now pre-market. That was a freebie on Instagram. Hope you guys caught it. Also, for the students, we went ahead and got the Amazon 1900s. If you want to take a look at that, the volume was reset. It was right around 12,000 vol. So we played it. Looks good. We're going to take it. Yeah, rocking and rolling. Tesla, we have the Tesla 600 calls. Out of the money, but they should be able to hit due to the momentum that we got. I mean, it's up about almost $30 pre-market, which is very nice. Let's see if we hold like I talked about yesterday. You want to make sure that within the first 30 minutes that these moves hold, they don't sell off. We were higher on futures about 100 points. We hit as high as 330, 33.36 on E-mini futures, and then we fell back about 4 handles. So not a big deal. All right. Any questions, feel free to ask on the chat. I know I started a little early, but what can I say? I get excited for this stuff. All right, looking at some news here. I have it here on I have TweetDeck. TweetDeck is one of my, I just want to say my newspaper every day. That's what we are right now. What we got? Anything news? Netflix price target raised to 400 by Oppenheimer from 385. Netflix price target raised 350 from 300 at Baird. Netflix raised to 420 from 400 at Guggenheim. Boeing Vertical Research cuts to hold, cuts target price to 294 from 388. Let's see. Netflix. Deutsche Bank raises price target to 400 from 395. I tweeted all this on our public Twitter, so you can feel free to take a look at it. President Trump says he doesn't think climate change is a hoax. Tesla price target was raised to 550 from 370 at Wedbush. So there you go. And they also settled with Michigan. So Michigan is now going to allow Tesla sales in the state. Couple things that the president spoke about on CNBC. Trump says the Dow would be higher about 10,000 points more if it wasn't for the Fed. President Trump says Fed raising rates was a big mistake in the CNBC interview. And that was a transcript, like it was already pre-recorded. It wasn't live. So yeah. Just replying, cheers and welcome to our new guys. Sorry about that. Okay, that's it. That's basically it in regards to new numbers. I got some information here. U.S. November FHFA house price index up about 0.2% against the 0.3 expected. Not really market moving. All right, let's see questions here. Juan says, what is the expiration on the 600 calls? Good morning. Yeah, it's expiring this Friday. Remember, you don't need to hit in the money on calls to make money. Again, it's all about momentum. So out of the money calls, a little more out of the money, you have more of a fluctuation. They're a little more volatile. So again, if it goes closer to it, you're going to get faster payout. If it goes against you, it's going to be faster to the loss. So again, it's a little riskier, but again, it's cheaper. I mean, it was a $2.04 premium instead of a $8 premium on like the 575s, for example. Am I watching Netflix? I mean, yeah, I guess so. I'm going to watch it today. I don't think I'm going to play it because I have queues. I have QQQ calls with the team. You could see Netflix is kind of dumping right now. So this is why I sent that video about earnings season. It's on YouTube, and I also put a little clip on Instagram. It's all about reacting, guys, not predicting. Forget predicting these earnings moves. You don't know what's going to happen. So let's see how it opens in the morning, and then you could play Netflix or these earnings depending on options, volume. Don't try to predict anything, because if you get it right, you think you're a genius, and if you get it wrong, you feel like an idiot. And I'd rather you not go through those extremes of emotions. Daniel asks, with our open position from yesterday, should we sell orders at Target or get out the open? Daniel, it's really up to you. If you're really, really busy at work, yeah, that's totally fine when it comes to setting limit orders. I'm totally okay with that. If you want to do that. But for us, we want to see the price action movement. We want to see exactly, do we hit in the morning? We don't know. We don't know. I mean, it's only 9:02. I mean, for all we know, we could dump in the morning, which I doubt, or we could soar in the morning. All it takes is one headline, one tweet from whoever to make the markets move. But it looks pretty good. What do you think about BA puts? Let's look at BA here. BA, man, it's a very volatile one. If we were gonna play puts, I would definitely want to see if we break this new low, 305.75. If we break that, then puts. Personally, if we break 300 to the downside, I'm going to buy Boeing stock. Personally, I think I'm gonna buy some. I think it's just way too cheap, and I like when people panic on a certain stock that, yeah, there's headline risk, but they still make money, and they're a big company. I'm definitely gonna buy some if they break 300. Just a heads up on Boeing. If we break 300 to the downside, like around 280, I would probably get some. Pick up some stock on Boeing. I would definitely like to scoop them up cheap. Good questions. Again, we're running till 9:15 this morning. Would you do a runner strategy on MU? Yeah, of course. Every time I don't do runners personally. I just have too much going on, so I don't really look at it, and I'm just like, whatever, I want to get out and move on. But our team, like Anthony, Nick, and Juan, they always leave runners. So, and our members too. So definitely you're not going to change that. If you want to leave a runner, cool. If you don't, that's totally fine. But yeah, when we close Micron today for profit, we'll go ahead and we'll leave a runner for sure. So what we have open, we have Home Depot, Micron, AMD, I have an Apple call personally that I rolled from last week. We got 320s. Tesla, we have. Amazon, I have a personal play at 1900s with the students. I have QQQ. That's all I have. Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, I also have Qualcomm for the students, which I did. It was pretty. It was getting crushed yesterday. Let's see if we. Oh, nice little bounce, about almost a buck. I think I have the 98s. Let's see if I can get some movement there. But I'll keep an eye on it. I also have a futures contract running on MES, which is micro E-mini futures, and I'm waiting for this new break of 33.36. We tapped it, but I have 33.50 as my target. Do you think Beyond is going to keep bullish as a 2.8 for an entry? Beyond is expensive, no pun intended. Beyond expensive. If you wanted to get in, you'd have to break the recent high of 132.02. If you do, then you could target 140, 142 in that kind of range. But it's a volatile one, man. I really hate to chase it. So you could see here, I mean, we could be hitting a double top for all we know. So 132.02 would be a nice level to see if you break, see if you see the volume, and then you can get in. Don't just get in blind because everyone's in. That's dumb. Don't follow the herd like that. Make sure it sticks to your plan. Good question, Juan. Any other questions? I had a lot of questions about NIO, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. NIO is definitely bullish here. Let's see if we can pull up a daily and see where we have on resistance and what have you. Again, another volatile name. Looks like it is breaking out. Definitely breaking out here. Let's see if we continue this run. It's tapping the highs. We just got to see the volume. Again, there's no chart here. It's just because it's 1 hour highs across the board. So all we can do is look at it. If we play it, we'll play it. But I'm not really set, guys, on certain options. Like, I only want to play this. I only want to play that. It's whatever is available that looks good. But again, there's certain names that just don't have great options volume, and it's a pain. And I've lost money trading them. For example, Bank of America. Never trade Bank of America. It always has volume, and it always screws you. So skip them. Visa, same thing. I mean, it's always a pain. MasterCard, those two. For some reason, Visa and MasterCard have horrendous options, and it never pays out. And I've been doing this way too long, and I'm telling you, don't lose money trading them. Let's see. What about Microsoft? Sorry if you said it before. No, I didn't talk about Microsoft yet. Microsoft, again, what more could you say? New highs. I would have to tap this wick here, 168.16. Let's see if we can break that. Well, 19. We should be able to break that today. If we do, then we'll go ahead and buy some calls. Microsoft options should be nice if we break to the upside. But that's where we are right now. Looks like Apple is looking very nice. Nice upward trend. 320s would be very nice, but it'd probably be very expensive. Just a heads up. Looking at Tesla, again, total breakout on the 1 hour. I mean, look at this. Nice little range, breakout, beautiful. 600 should be the nice target. We have them. I don't think 600 will hit this week, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to hit 600 this week. Again, it's just the piling in of the volume where people want to buy what you're selling. That's how you make the money, because we're just trading paper. That's all we're doing. Amazon is breaching the fib line again, 1896. But again, nice gap up overnight, so should pay out. I have the 1900s. MU still holding up. We're about 24 cents away from the highs, 59.80. Should tap 60 today. If you got into those and with the Instagram freebie, congratulations. You close whenever the hell you want, guys. But again, we did it for free. I had a guy ask, why don't you worry about Theta? Why don't you worry about this? And, you know, all this complicated strategy. Guys, options trading, I mean, I say this. If you can't teach something to a 5-year-old, then you don't understand it. Even Einstein said that. Again, you don't have to make it complicated. All you're doing is riding the wave. That's it. You're just riding the wave. You're using charts, you're using momentum. You don't need theta, delta, alpha, whatever. You don't need those Greeks. You know, you want to sound smart to somebody, credit spreads and debit spreads. You don't need all that. You know, we don't use that. And I think we've done pretty well for ourselves. I think you would agree. That's why you're here. So you don't need to complicate yourself so you can sound smart at a cocktail party. All you could say is, man, I just ride the wave, baby. I ride the wave and I make money. You don't need to be all complicated with all these different numbers and names and really fancy sounding debit spreads, credit spreads, and delta and theta. Doesn't matter. Forget that. You don't need that. You're trading hourly charts, weekly, right in the wave. Calls, naked puts. Done. Wash your hands. You're done. That's it. Any other questions, guys? I'm going to close out some alerts here because they're not needed anymore because they're just going to break anyways. I'll close out this this Amazon alert. VA heading to new lows, apparently. Safe is buying in the money 300 call expiry 2021. I haven't seen people buy that calls in that advance. Well, first of all, we don't buy calls that far ahead. It just doesn't work unless you're buying a hedge position and you're trying to protect yourself. But then you're paying extra for something that hasn't happened. You know, I understand. Okay, I'll make an example. Would you buy if Geico, your car insurance company, said, "Hey, listen, I will give you 70% off. I will give you 20% off if you buy your insurance for 2021 and 2022, and you're giving them your money." Why would you do that? Why don't you just pay for the 6 month and the 1 year for now? Don't worry about 2 years from now. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. 2021. I don't care how much volume it has. Listen, guys, anyone will sell you an option. That's easy because they collect the premium. Guys, there's people that have $100 puts on Tesla, literally $100 strike puts, and people are buying them. Yeah, they look stupid today, but the guy who wrote the calls, the put options against their contracts, they're making a killing. If you own Tesla, you can write puts all day and collect premiums if you think it's going to go up. So let's say you own Tesla. I own 1,000 shares of Tesla. I'm going to write 2 put contracts of 500 puts this week. People buy them, you collect the premium, and you don't have to pay out as long as it doesn't break below 500. That's how it goes. So why would I want to go to 2021 for Apple a year from now? I'm not wasting my money and giving my money away for no reason when I have opportunities for this week, next week, and so on and so forth. I think it's kind of a waste. Let's see. Excellent point. I have a question regarding theta, time erosion. Right in the wave, you shouldn't waste your time on theta since risk is set prior to trade. Yeah, of course. Again, I understand time risk. Again, guys, use your eyes. You don't need to use all the Greeks. You know what's up. If a trader's a loser, just close it. We personally will wait the whole way around because we've seen weeklies move the most, guys. The shorter the time frame, the higher the volatility. Volatility is what gets us paid. So again, for me, the time frame is more of an ally than it is a hindrance because one move, one quick headline, it flips so quickly. Look at today. Let's say if you had Micron yesterday and I sent that IG freebie, we were down 20% on it. What if you closed? What if you said, "Oh, the theta, I'm gonna get screwed"? Yeah, you got screwed today because you would have made money today. Stop. You really gotta stop being in your head, and you just gotta ride with what works. I have students that I tell them, I go, "Guys, don't hire a personal trainer," meaning us teaching, and still do your own workouts. You're either gonna listen or you're not gonna listen. I think our results have shown we know what we're doing. So if you're joining us, make sure to follow what we're doing. Don't join us and still do whatever the hell you want to do. That doesn't make sense. You're wasting your time. So I understand the Greeks. Everyone has their own thing. This is why I love new students who don't know anything because they don't have bad habits. They don't think they're smarter than anybody. They're just like, "Hey, I'm willing to learn." But we have guys who are like, "I've been trading options for 20 years. I've been doing this." They're the hardest to break because they're so used to their habits. They're so used to their ways. And it's kind of like if you're writing with your left hand, but writing with your left hand is the only way you could do it. It's going to suck in the beginning, but it works, guys. Trust the process. Any other questions, guys? We got 1 more minute left. Netflix is now negative, down 1.5%. Boeing still falling. Netflix is all over the place, even with price upgrades. Netflix is an example of why I say do not predict, just react. If you bought calls on Netflix, you got screwed. If you bought really bad puts like 320s, you got screwed. Again, not only 1% move. The implied volatility was about 12%. And only moved 1% from yesterday's close. So don't predict. You don't know what's going to happen. And if you do, I'll take the Powerball numbers. You don't know. Just wait till the next day. The next day you'll see the options, you'll see the movement. Then you could trade it. This is why I preach, guys. The earnings, it's all about predicting, reacting, not predicting. If you want to see the video, it's on the YouTube channel. Make sure to click on it. Earnings season. how we trade it. But do not predict, guys. You're going to get crushed. You're going to get crushed every time. And even if you get it right once, guess what? You're going to think you're a genius and you're going to keep doing it. And then statistically speaking, you're going to get crushed. So either you want to lose your money now or you want to lose your money later. Just don't do it. Hey, you're welcome, Juan. Thank you. What do you suggest you to do on Tesla today? Well, I already have calls, so I'm going to profit on it. That's for sure. But if we break the 579 level, then you could probably start looking at 610 calls, 600 calls. But they're very expensive. I don't know your position sizing. You have to be very careful. We really don't send a lot of signals on Tesla because it's so expensive. The premium. A lot of people can't get in. You're talking about $6, $7 premium. One contract is $700. A lot of people don't have that much in their account to trade it. Just a heads up. What do you think about PayPal? All right, this is our last one, guys. PayPal's moving very nicely. Let's see if we break the high again. But the thing is that the options, we need the volume. If we get volume, then we'll play it. But sometimes it doesn't. It's not there. Now, unfortunately, I can't look at the options volume right now. You can see if I go to options volume, it's zero. So until the open, I can start messing around and making some kind of calls. But the chart looks very nice. I mean, I'm not against it, but we just need nice straight up move to the upside from 112 to 116. We just need some volume. Let's see if we get that on the option side. All right, guys, we'll end it there. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note. Have a great profitable trading day today, and we'll catch you guys bright and early tomorrow, 9 a.m. for the morning note. See you then. Make sure to like and subscribe. I forget. Like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate y'all, guys. Thanks.